Welcome back to another edition of Over the Line. I'm Kurt Larson. John Mattis not with me today. He's in Thailand for 3 weeks. He's enjoying himself. Daniel Negreanu, poker legend here in studio. Huge fan, man. I'm a huge fan.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Over the Line. So we just talked about four sports topics this week that we thought were quirky, we thought were funny. The first one we're going to get is at the Grey Cup. Annually, they talk about whether players should have sex before the big game.
Pay attention to detail, and we execute, and we deal with zest and enthusiasm, and anything can happen.
I'm not going to ask you about sex before poker.
Right.
But what's your take on sex before a football game?
Well, I mean, I'm a Rocky fan, right?
Yeah.
And Mickey always told Rock, stay away from the ladies, you know, at least 4 months before a fight. And I feel like that holds true for any sport, really.
Yeah, even poker?
I think so. Yeah, it messes up with your head. You know, you need all of your wits about you. You don't want to burn up any chemical energy focusing on that. I don't know.
It could also relax you, though, to keep your poker face.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. I'm going to start, I don't know. I'll give it a try maybe at some point in my life.
Next up today, Marcus Thornton. Playing basketball in Sydney now. He was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 2015. Goes up for a layup, falls on the floor. Guy under the basket decides, hey, I'm going to tip a beer on you. So you get courtside seats a lot. You get ice side seats a lot. Would you ever do this? Or have you ever seen someone do
I was at the Raptors-Cavs game, and I was tempted to sort of like give LeBron a kick in the butt, but I know that there's cameras all around the entire place, so that I'd probably get caught. And my favorite thing about this is the guy just being like, what? What'd I do? What'd I do? There's cameras everywhere.
And his wife's reaction is kind of like, what are you thinking, man? So, you ever had any hecklers at the poker table?
I get hecklers while I'm playing, people on the rail, all the time. Yeah, I love it. It's fun. Bring it on. Just fuels me.
Phil Hellmuth ever report anything on you?
Just a bunch of hate and anger and steam.
Next up today, referees, officials. They get a lot of heat, a lot of beef. We get on them when they make bad calls. This high school referee out in California, he's getting a lot of props and credit because he beats the players in a foot race.
Yeah, I think a lot of referees are working on their speed because there's been an increase in violence against referees. Like, actually, 2 of them have been killed on a soccer field in the last couple of years. So for me, it's just I think it's a question of like training for safety purposes.
This guy had to have been like a former NFL player or something. Some guy that just kept on training.
It was a great video for him to be getting signed by something somewhere. You know, any place that needs speed.
Probably runs the 40 in like 4.3 or something. You ever time your 40?
No, but I don't know. I think I might be able to handle you, just not that guy.
Finally today, the Toronto Maple Leafs are no longer on top. And we're not talking about standings. They were never on top of the standings, at least not for, 4 or 5 decades. No, their value has plummeted to number 3 in the NHL. Habs are number 2 according to Forbes. The Rangers are on top in terms of value at number 1. What's going on with the Leafs, man? Why are they plummeting?
Well, it's about time. You know, look at the product they've been putting on the ice for 20 years. It's mediocre. The Rangers, the Habs, they're exciting their fan base by creating a winner. You need to start from the bottom to get to the top, and the Leafs have never been willing to do that. Hopefully now they're on the right track.
And I'm guessing one day you're hoping that the Vegas franchise that you're hoping to bring to Sin City is going to be on top of that list.
Oh, the Vegas team, we're going to be good. Think about it. Free agents, where are they going to want to play? Vegas. You know, no income tax, and it's Vegas. Think about it.
Who wouldn't want to play in Vegas?
Yeah.
Usually we just close things out after the 4th topic. Today, we're going to give it some bonus. Talk poker, 3 questions. First one, who has the bigger mouth? Phil Hellmuth or Mike the Mouth Mattisau?
Well, Mike the Mouth Mattisau, his like name has mouth in it, and it's very, very large. It doesn't have a lot of like common sense that comes out of it, but I'm going to say it's bigger.
A lot of times on this show we talk about injuries to hockey players, weird injuries, gory injuries. You ever suffered an injury playing poker?
Yeah, actually, my wrists. I was doing push-ups in between hands just this year during the main event, and now I've got this wrist pain. I can't golf. I haven't been able to golf since May.
What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you at a tournament? Anything you can think of in your entire career? Could even be online.
Probably the strangest thing that's ever happened to me is a fan came up and she turned around and asked me to sign her bottom.
Yeah.
So I did, and she's like, oh, I'm going to go get a tattoo of it. And I thought she was kidding. She came back the next day. It's officially tattooed on her buttocks with the words Kid Poker Rio 2010 written over top.
And, of course, you have a new documentary coming out called Kid Poker. Where can we see that?
It'll be on TSN4 December 1st, 8:30 Eastern.
That's it. Thanks for coming on Over the Line. Awesome. Way better than my usual guy here, John. You can see more of us at canoe.com or sun sites across Canada. Thanks. You're really good at this. You're really good at this. You're better than John. Much better than John.